Okay, so hello everybody.
Hello again.
Hello. Look, Ninja Woodfire.
Hello, Ninja Woodfire.
Puppy dog.
Yeah, with a sniffer.
And a big piece of pork.
That's why he's sniffing.
We're doing a pork loin today on the Ninja Woodfire.
There's enough there for 17 people.
I know, yeah. Well, 16 because we eat a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. On the Ninja Woodfire.
Yeah.
We're going to smoke it. Yeah. And then we're going to serve it up with a homemade potato salad, which we're going to show you how to make, and some barbecue beans. We've done the barbecue beans before using the Kadak Safari Chef 2, but now we're going to do the barbecue beans.
I've just noticed, look.
What's that, darling?
We've
Oh,
got
blackberries.
Blackberries over there.
Yeah.
Oh, might be a blackberry and apple crumble coming in.
Oh, yum, yum.
Yum, yum. Anyway,
Good.
carry on.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on preheat first and that can be working away while we prep
Let's swap places.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Is that better?
That's much better.
Perfect. Right, so pop it onto the smoker. We want 160. Yeah, and we want it for an hour and a half.
Okay. Why?
Okay, because that's what I think will cook it.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, press start.
It's very big, isn't it?
It is quite a decent chunk. Yeah, I didn't realise it was that big until I took it out of the packaging.
Okay.
But anyway, so it's igniting, it's doing whatever it needs to do, and I suppose it's heating up and getting ready and preheat.
We're using these this time, are we?
We're using Robust Blend, and I've popped those in there.
Oh, right, okay.
So this is getting ready for the smoking. But what we need to do is just prep that meat before we do that. Okay, so I'm going to pop that onto there. And I've given it a bit of a wash. It had some string on it. I've taken the string off it.
All right.
And I'm going to, on the underside, I'm just going to smear some of this.
If it comes out.
French's mustard on the bottom. This just kicked in, started up. Put it on the side there as well. We did this with the baby rack of ribs the other week. Yeah. Are you hungry today, Mrs. T?
I am very hungry.
Then we're going to take some of this barbecue seasoning and just lollop that on and just work that in.
What do you reckon, Booms, hey? What do you reckon? He's going sniff, 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 sniff.
And then this just gives us a bit of flavour. You can't really put too much of this stuff on. If you look in here, I don't know how, if you actually look in, but you've got all sorts of things. You've got herbs in there, you've got spices, and this is really, it's a Schwartz. Can never say it.
No.
I just want to rub that in. That's it. I don't think you can use too much. Yeah, so that's the underside. Take my lovely little tinfoil tray.
I love the tinfoil trays.
Pop that over like that.
Because it means that I don't have to wash up too much.
Then I'm going to take another dollop of that French's. Like that.
Do you think we ought to invite the neighbours over for dinner as well?
No, don't share it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to smother that French's over there as well. Okay. And we're going to do some more of this. Rub it in. There, look at that.
Things gone very quiet.
Yeah, I just think it's working its way. Put a bit of it in there, rub it in the end, rub that in there. And then before we do anything else, bit of runny honey.
Why runny honey?
Because it's just going to give it a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of stickiness.
Smoke's come out there now. Sweetness and stickiness.
There we go. Just going to run that over there. And I'm not really going to work that in too much.
No,
just make
let
sure
it...
it's a bit even and then just let it drill. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run inside quickly and wash my hands.
I would.
And I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Oh, you've come back onto the knife.
I have, and I'm just going to do a quick score in that meat on the top there.
7.
Just in there.
Why did you do that after you've rubbed all that stuff in it?
Because hopefully it'll run in, I suppose.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to go in like that as well.
It's a very sharp knife you've got
It
there.
is. I'm going to have to go and wash my hands. But all I'm doing there is I'm just opening it up. Just making that flesh. This is ready.
Yeah.
I'm going to open that up. I'm going to pop that in there. Shut the lid. We're ready to go. We've hit the smoker. And we're on.
Okay.
And we're ticking away.
Okay.
And that is it. So what we'll do is we'll come back.
That's just saying 1:28.
Sorry?
Is that right?
It's 1 hour 20. Yeah, because it had gone down 2 minutes.
Yeah,
1 hour 28 minutes.
Yeah.
We'd already used some while we were waiting. So there we go in the smoker. You can see the smoke's coming through. That's going to blast everything. That's going to push everything down on there. Absolutely blooming marvellous. We're going to pop inside now because we can't do these on the Ninja Woodfire, but we're going to pop inside and do the barbecue beans.
Okay.
While this is cooking, but we've got an hour and a half, so we've got plenty of time. Yeah, because I just hit the button again. But that's fine, it's all right. Look, it's going.
Okay.
There you go. Happy days.
It's not cooking then, it's just igniting.
I don't know. It always cooks when we hit that button. So
Okay.
I'm quite happy doing that, I think.
You've not got to press start.
Where's start? No, I've ended it now.
Oh, we better start it again now then.
160 for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Smoker's on.
Yeah.
There, I've started it.
Excellent.
So, are we happy there?
Yeah, it just kept saying ignite, and I was like, well, I don't.
Trial and error, everybody. I think. Yeah, it was all very smoky in there. Let's just walk away and leave it.
Okay.
Okay, let it get on with it.
Take that in as well, because you're going
I'll
to need to
take
wash that
in.
and that.
We're going to go straight in now, start the barbecue beans, because they can just start bubbling away on the top while that's cooking. And then later on, we'll come back and show you how to construct a really, really simple potato salad.
Yeah, the one I like most.
And I think it's about time you had a glass of rosé.
Possibly, yes.
Yes, that's if you can manage one after yesterday.
Yeah, I'm sure we can.
Yeah, okay. Back with you again soon, everybody.
And as if by magic, we're inside.
Inside. And a glass of wine.
Yes.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Matthew's Rosé today.
Oh, lovely.
But do you know what? Matthew's Rosé is one of those wines that you forget about, but when you have it, you think, well, I do. I just think, I thought, why don't I always remember to have this? Because it's a crisp, semi-sparkling wine. Don't you feel it's got a bit of a sparkle to it? I just think it's just one of those wines.
I'll try it again, shall I?
I think it's one of those wines that really just needs bigging up a bit.
Bigging up.
Bigging up. Matthew's Rosé.
Wasn't it the first thing you got drunk on with your dad?
Yeah, now, I went away, well, I didn't go away, Dad took me out for dinner. Now, who remembers the Burney Inns? The Burney Inn restaurants? Anybody remember those?
Yeah, well,
Steak
yes.
restaurants.
Yeah.
So Dad took me out to dinner when I was 12 or 13 years old. I must have been 13, because at 13 in those days, I'm not sure if you can still in these days, but in those days you could drink wine with a meal.
All right.
I think it was legal. And he took me out for a meal, and there were some other people, some friends of his there as well. And he gave me a couple of glasses of Matthew's Rosé, or Matthew's Rosé. And I remember slogging it back and eating the food and everything else, and all of a sudden, everything started to spin. And I just, that's all I remember. And I just remember almost going into a trance, going, oh, what's going on here? But that was my first ever experience of having just a little bit too much alcohol.
Yeah, okay. There's been plenty of times after it, hasn't there?
One or two. But anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Matthew's Rosé. It's the understated yumminess.
Okay.
So we're having this because we've got pork and it's pink and, you know... Oh, never mind. Right. Barbecue beans. So easy, so simple, but you...
Where did you first learn about this?
Barbecue
Now
beans.
then.
When I was on holiday in Florida in the USA in 1982,
Right.
they served up barbecue beans, and I was absolutely amazed. And I love barbecue beans. Once you've done barbecue beans,
There's no going back.
There's no going back. So barbecue beans, but so easy, so quick, so simple. Look, chopped onion, lardons, baked beans, vinegar, dark brown sugar. Easy peasy.
Okay.
So, turn the gas on. because you ain't getting far without it. Make sure you get the pan on the gas. Right, first thing we're going to do is pop those lardons and just fry or sweat them off.
Sweat them off.
Sweat them off. So these are good old Tesco's. Other, I'm just going to throw half of them on the actual cooker hood. Just get those little bits, slippery little suckers, they really are, in there. And then we're going to sweat them off. What I should have done was got that pan just a little bit hotter first before we started. But that is my mistake. So we're going to sweat those off. Then we're going to add the onion and sweat that in there as well.
It's getting hot in here. Let's take off all our clothes.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. You just said sweat.
Oh, okay. Right. Viewers, you can understand sometimes where life can be a bit
Interesting with your wife.
on the edge with Mrs. T. That sounds like a good name for a podcast. On the edge with Mrs. T. So there you go. So sweat those lardons off. What you just need to do is sweat them off, get them cooking. Let me have a quick sip of wine because I've been waiting all day for this. Today, just while we digress, we've been to Sandringham. To the Game and Country Fair.
We had a lovely day.
And it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we had a lovely day, didn't we?
It was really, everybody is allowed to take your dogs and turn up with your dogs.
Boomer had never seen so many dogs.
He's never seen so many dogs. He's exhausted, look. Not what he was. There we go.
He said, did somebody say something? Food
There
mentioned?
were thousands of dogs.
Yep.
And I entered Boomer into the most handsome dog competition.
We didn't win, but you're still
20
handsome, baby.
Yes, we think you're handsome.
Yeah.
I did bribe the judge and say give him a treat, but it didn't work. I think they saw through that.
Did they?
But there you go. But we had a lovely time.
We did.
Bought some lovely things. Bought some Christmas presents.
Yes.
Which I think is important.
Yeah, don't tell anybody.
And you want to go back to the Christmas fair?
Yeah, in the middle of November.
In the middle of November.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that's what we've done today.
We love Sandringham.
We do. Yeah.
It's lovely woods and, nice to be able to walk around. I did clay pigeon shooting.
She did.
I did.
And she hit a clay
Yeah, did
thing.
you actually take a video of
I
that?
took a video, so I'm going to put up a short just of you doing it.
Okay.
It doesn't actually catch you killing the clay pigeon.
Oh, that's a shame.
But I did think you were excited at one point where you said, you hit it. And you went, oh, I hit it. So I got that on a quick one of these little tiny shorts.
Oh, super.
So we'll pop that up.
I've never ever picked up a gun in my life.
So there you go.
Always wanted to.
Oh, really? Okay, so we
Better than
digress.
a knife, dear, isn't it?
It's quicker. Right, just sweating off those lardons.
Does it matter that it's got juice in it?
No, because that all comes out of the lardons and eventually all that will get absorbed and evaporate back into them.
Okay.
So I think that's just part and parcel of the loveliness of it all.
That loveliness, excellent.
The loveliness. Then we're going to pop in these onions. I'm just going to wait for that sort of juice.
Lardons. It's a name, isn't it? It's a name that
I don't know.
says fat. Lardons.
It does, but is it just really lumps of bacon?
Oh, I know it is, but lardons.
Why call them lardons?
I don't know. Why not call it chopped bacon?
Perhaps somebody can tell us.
Yeah.
Why do they call them lardons?
Yeah.
Rather than, chopped bacon or bits of ham or something like that. So there you go. So let's pop that onion in there.
Diced pig.
Yeah, it's a bit tough, that one. Let's pop that onion.
That was another thing today, wasn't it? Hog roasts by the plenty. But nowadays, I don't like hog roasts.
I think it's quite bland.
It's really bland. It's overrated.
Well, I don't think it is overrated. I think you've got to be lucky to find somebody that can do it and do it properly. Especially if you can get a really nice piece of crackling with it.
Oh, I like the crackling. Yeah.
And sometimes people offer it with stuffing, which is great. But I also find that a lot of these packet stuffings are, again, quite bland.
Yeah.
And I think that ruins it. And then they put in a bit of applesauce, which, quite frankly, could do with something other than just a bit of apple in it. Because, again, it's bland.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And then they put it in a soft roll, don't they? And that doesn't taste of anything.
No.
Anyway, why are we talking about hog roasts? I don't know. We're talking about lardons and barbecue beans.
Yeah.
Go for it. I think because I'm hungry.
Are you really?
Yeah.
When was the last time you ate? Oh,
Last night.
Last night. So we're just going to boil those up and give those really, really good chance just so we can get those lardons cooking and we can get that onion sweated down. When that's ready, we'll come back to you in just a couple of minutes.
Okay.
And then
Do the rest.
do the rest.
I see you moved it over.
I've moved it over because it's a bigger gas. And I just wanted to speed things up. But you can see all those juices are now
It smells nice.
evaporating. So we're just going to add a couple of things now.
Okay.
Vinegar. This is to give it the tartiness.
Tartiness.
Oh, do like something with a bit of tart.
We like a little bit of tart.
So we need a really good squirt of this.
So we're just not measuring anything then?
No.
The normal
No, this is barbecue beans that you don't have to worry about that. And you should start to get that aroma of vinegar coming up. In fact, I'm going to add a little bit more in there.
Why did you decide to add a little bit more?
Because I just feel as if there should be a little bit more liquid in there.
Okay.
All right. And you get that tartiness, that vinegary sort of sharpiness taste in there. Then, magic ingredient.
It's like sweet and sour, isn't it?
Dark brown sugar. You need a good 2.5 teaspoons of that.
Sorry, Booms. I'll get this, shall I? Because you thought, oh, you've dropped something.
That's to give it that gorgeous sweetness.
It is like sweet and sour, isn't it?
Yeah, and look how that colour is starting to come in now. That sort of dark
What do you reckon, Booms?
colour.
What do you reckon, Boomer Bear? What do you reckon, baby? Huh?
There we go. And then the last ingredient, which is obviously very, very important, is a tin of good old baked beans.
I suppose really they don't. I mean, I'm not being funny, but Heinz is quite expensive when it comes to beans. But they could be any beans, couldn't they?
Yeah, because you're doing so much with them. You're sitting there. You're adding. You know, you could get one of the cheap tin of baked beans. Absolutely. I just pick them up off the shelf because I think normally we usually use another make of baked beans, don't we?
We do.
It's just, and then all you need to do is just stir that in. And what will eventually happen is that sugar, the tomato sauce, that vinegar, the flavour of the onions, the lardons, will all start to...
So you keep this on a slow simmer because the pork outside is on for an hour and a half. So does this get simmered for an hour and a half?
No, I would say simmer it until... I'm just going to move it to the back now. Simmer it until it gets really thick and gloopy.
Thick and gloopy.
Yeah, so you can almost pick out a spoonful of beans and it doesn't drop off that spoon.
Okay.
Yeah? Almost the extent of the consistency of a really thick rice pudding. I'm watching you have another sip of wine. Okay, so we just want a gentle simmer. If you've got somebody in the kitchen, just get them to stir it every now and again.
That's you then.
Yeah, that's me. And then just keep them stirring, keep that simmering. That will thicken up, and all those flavours will get in there, and they will become really, really nice. In fact, I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to add in another spoonful of sugar. Helps them.
Just a spoonful of sugar.
Helps the medicine go down in the still. There you go. There you go. And we're just going to let them chug along in the background, and then hopefully turn into some really, really gorgeous barbecue baked beans.
Okay, see you later. Right, where are we up to?
Right, we're about to construct the potato salad.
That looks nice.
Yeah, we'll come back to that later.
Okay.
Potato salad, look. 3 good sized potatoes I've just chopped up here. Boiled for 10 minutes or so. Not to a mush. They've got a bit of bite to them. They've chilled and they're in a bowl ready to roll. Okay. Chopped onion, chopped chives, fresh chives. I've kept some chives back. You'll see why. And a couple of boiled eggs. And some salad cream. I'm using 70% less fat. Now, some people might want to use mayonnaise, but for some reason,
it doesn't taste as
salad
good,
cream works on this rather than mayonnaise.
I think it's a sort of vinegary taste in it.
Yeah, it could be. So I'm just going to pop some pepper in there. Just like that. Like that. Bit of salt, not too much because there'll be some salt in the salad cream. Okay, I'm just going to mix that together. You can see that.
And you don't want too much salt when you've got your blood pressure anyway, do you?
No, of course you don't.
No.
Bit of a dig there, dear. Right, so onion in, chives in, boom. Yep, he's down there. Give that a bit of a swizz.
A Swiss.
Swizz. See, this is so simple. So simple. It really is. Family favourite, isn't it? This one, you know, family barbecue, or if we just have a dinner, which is just a joint of meat and some salad and stuff, it's this always goes down a treat. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to squirt some...
Don't put the eggs in first?
Not yet.
Okay.
Squirt some
Boomer's like, is there anything for me?
of that in there. Just get that going in. Okay, like that. Now when I put the egg in, the egg will fall to sleep. It will fall to pieces. It doesn't matter.
No.
This is all about the flavours and getting a bit of this and a bit of that. And it is absolutely...
Boomer agrees with you, look.
Sorry?
Boomer agrees with you.
Well, he's salivating. And then just pop the eggs in. So they will break up. A little bit more salad cream.
Sad, isn't it?
What? The eggs breaking up.
Yeah.
They will break up.
Sad when anybody breaks up.
Oh, that is so sad. Those poor eggs that come from a broken home.
I think it's the poor egg children
The poor egg children.
that suffer.
You can get children from eggs.
I know.
I suppose when we were younger it happened. Okay.
That looked rather nice, that do.
That do look rather nice.
Look lovely, that do.
That's the potato salad.
Yeah, excuse me.
That last bit of
Mum.
chives, just sprinkle on top.
Yummy.
Just adds that pop of green.
Pop of green.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Boomer? Pop of green?
Pop of green. And then don't put any more salt in, but chuck some pepper on the top. And there you have tin
wonderful.
tenter potato salad.
Tin tenter potato salad.
Yeah.
Are we coming back to these yet?
Coming back to these. Now, do you remember when I said wait for these to go so thick that they will stand up on the spoon? That's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're really thick, and you can eat them with sort of a fork on a plate. 'Cause that's all you want to do at a barbecue. Just before we serve, just before we go and eat
I
outside,
don't like the dog's salivating. I'm starting to now.
I'll pop those in a bowl, and then we can dish them up
Yummy.
with that potato salad.
Lovely. How
and
are we
the
doing that
pork.
side?
We're going to go out to the pork now, and I'm going to slice it, drizzle it with barbecue sauce, wrap it in foil, put it back in for a last few minutes, and then we're ready to roll.
Excuse me, how exciting. Oh, you put all the lights on and make it all twinkly.
Yay! Well, it's that time of year, isn't it, where things start to, sort of tumble.
It's exciting, isn't it,
Well, it's
baby?
September, it's not quite Christmas, is it?
No.
Right. We've got about 12 or 13.
Oh, look at that.
And look how it shrunk. You remember you said, oh, that's too big, that's too big. But just look how that shrunk. So what I'm going to do now, before it's due to be finished, I'm just going to take that out of there. And I'm going to slice it.
Hang on. Get round this side. Excuse me, chair out the way. Oh, gosh.
Slice that.
Oh, look at that, look.
Right.
Can I eat that bit there?
Not with the knife in the way. I don't want to give thin slices. You want quite thick slices.
Well, there's enough to feed the whole family there.
Well, there is. But this is what it's all about, isn't it? Family portions. Look, good thick slices of pork. All that juice coming out there on
Yeah,
that board.
that looks lovely.
And then that last one. So that is, where are we? We're 12 minutes in, so it's not even an hour and a half yet.
No.
Now I'm going to slide that lot, if I can get it all in one go, back on there. Yeah, like that. Spread them out a bit. put them back in all those juices.
God, look at those juices in there. I bet Boom would
That's
love
my
to.
bullseye
Sorry.
original barbecue sauce.
We used this again, didn't we? For
did, yeah,
the
for the,
wreck of ribs or whatever.
Yeah, let me just give that a shake first, actually. I did earlier, but... And just drizzle that over the top. Just so they got some...
He's actually, look, he's licking the air.
Really?
Aren't you licking the air, baby? He says, can I have those juices?
Just drizzle that on the top. I don't think I'll be able to get those juices back in there without spilling it everywhere, but we'll see. Oh, we can try it. I know, I made a mess. I usually do.
You did, I've got to clean that. You can clean that.
Just going to take a bit of foil. Just whiz that over the top of that. Yeah. And then for that last 12, was that 12 minutes?
Yeah.
Yep, haven't got my glasses. 12 minutes or so. Just let that carry on.
Lovely.
And then we'll be ready. So I'm going to clear this mess up.
Seagulls sound excited.
Seagulls are absolutely hovering over the top. Boomer's salivating, you're dribbling, and I've got to clear this mess up.
Okay, good luck.
And then in 12 minutes time we'll come back, we'll take the meat off, give it a couple of minutes to relax, we'll bring out that potato salad and those barbecue beans, serve it up with a glass of wine. Happy days.
Yum, yum. Oh, here we are.
Here we are. Right, let's go. So, done, D-O-N-E. Let's take that off. Take that
He's
off.
had his dinner, you've had yours
He's
now.
had his dinner, but I think he's hoping...
There might be some
on
more.
hope there might be some more. Just going to put that on there.
You need to clean that now.
Let's turn that off.
Bye. Bye.
Under there,
Oh, it smells nice.
we should have some barbecue pork. Look at that.
That looks nice.
Does that or does that not look nice? So, potato salad. Give you a little portion of that.
I like a little portion.
Okay.
Yep.
Enough?
Lovely. Yeah, it's plenty.
Give you some of those barbecue beans.
That's plenty.
Yeah. And then,
Can we put some of this in the fridge for tomorrow?
I suppose we could.
Excellent. Good.
We'll eat it all tomorrow. Let's just take one of those slices. And we'll just take another one of those slices.
Yeah, I say we don't need any more than that. Oh my word, look at that.
Okay.
You're going
and
to drizzle.
then
You're going to drizzle.
I'm going to drizzle. I'm just going to take that, put it down here, because that's got some of that.
Oh, look at that drizzliness.
There. Now, you've got barbecued loin of pork, you've got some wonderful homemade potato salad, and you've got some barbecue beans. I'm going to pull up a chair. You're going to sit down. I'm going to sit there,
Yeah.
take the camera from you, and do what I usually do.
And watch me salivate meat.
Say, right, Mrs. T, dig in and tell me what you think of that this evening.
Poor old Boom's still licking the air. Oh my. And tender.
Yeah, tender. So, hour and a half in the Ninja, a big pork loin. Barbecue beans.
Oh, they're lovely.
Yeah.
And of course,
And of course, the potato salad.
I love my potato salad. Lovely. Superb.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
10 out of 10. Good. Look,
Cheers.
cheers. Yeah. And of course, a glass of Matthew's Rosé. There's just another barbecue meal. It's not just another barbecue meal, it's a Tintenta barbecue meal. But, you know, you could do a bit more potato salad, another can of beans in there. That pork would last for 4 people, 6 people. There's plenty there, isn't there,
Yeah.
for a meal?
How can reach it all?
And I just think it's a really, really good thing to cook on the Ninja Woodfire. Lovely meal. It's better than your sausages and your burgers. And just makes another tasty alternative.
Lovely. Thank you.
Well, if I don't hurry up, Mrs. T's going to be on seconds. So, thanks everybody for watching. Good, Mrs. T?
Lovely.
Nom, 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 nom. Please, please, please give us a thumbs up if you found that of interest. Don't forget barbecued beans, potato salad and pork loin, smoked on the Ninja Woodfire. Hit that red button, see what I did there, and subscribe, because the more of you who do subscribe, the more of these things we can bring you. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate it. Stay safe.
See you later.
See you later. Bye for now.